Back to the phone lines, we'll talk to David. He's listening in St. Louis, Missouri. Hi, David.
Hi, how are you, Hank?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Not too bad. I was trying to understand, there is a lot of historical evidence, of course, where everybody agrees Jesus Christ was on the earth, he was crucified, and he died. And I was reading about the Council of Nicaea, where they were talking about the divinity of Jesus and pulling some of the things together to sort of help define Christianity. And I was curious, I don't see a lot of information, even from the historical fact of the divinity of Jesus. So once he came back down, other than the disciples, where is some of that other documentation or historians notating it or anything like that?
Well, during the Council of Nicaea 325 AD, there certainly is a very strong affirmation of the deity of Jesus Christ. You find that in the Nicene Creed, for example, a creed that is recited every single Lord's Day in many churches around the world. But the evidence for the divinity of Jesus Christ or the dogma or doctrine of the deity of Jesus Christ didn't wait until the 4th century to be invented. It is something that was always taught within Christianity. And so you find, by going to the Scriptures, 3 major things. Number 1, Jesus Christ claimed to be God. Number 2, the Bible claims that Jesus Christ is God. And number 3, the miracles of Jesus Christ attest to his divinity. He had the power to lay down his life, take up his life again, thus demonstrating that he is God. So if you can demonstrate that the Bible's divine as opposed to merely human in origin, then you have a very strong case, in fact, an ironclad case for the deity of Jesus Christ. But no question whatsoever that the reason he was crucified was because he, according to the scribes and teachers of the law, a mere man, was claiming to be God. I mentioned this on yesterday's show, but you look at John chapter 10. The Jews are picking up stones in context, and they're about to stone Jesus Christ, and he says to them, I've shown you many good works from the Father. For which one of those works are you stoning me? And he was answered by the Jews who said, we're not stoning you for any of these good works, but we're stoning you because you, a mere man, claim to be God. Jesus claimed to be God. The Bible claims Jesus Christ is God. I mean, you think of what Colossians says. It couldn't be said any stronger, that he is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation, for by him all things were created, things in heaven, things on earth, visible, invisible, whether thrones or rulers or powers or authorities. All things were created by him and for him. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together. When he's called the firstborn there, that is an indication that he is preeminent over all things. That's how the Bible uses that term. So Colossians 1 in and of itself is enough. But you look at passages like Titus, where God himself calls Jesus Christ God. So the Bible, if it is true, is saying something without equivocation. Jesus Christ is God. He had the power over death. He had the power over demons. He had the power over disease. Jesus Christ is God. His miracles attest to the fact.
I mean, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I guess when I'm speaking to somebody who will come and say, well, what if I don't believe in the Bible, but I'm trying to find information, and I see here's all this historical evidence of Jesus that's mentioned even by Josephus and other people that are outside the Bible, but I don't see anything outside of the Bible for the divinity.
Well, you're not going to expect a secular historian like Pliny the Younger or Tacitus. You're not going to see them attesting to the deity of Jesus Christ. They're certainly going to attest to the fact that he lived. But there are passages in extra-biblical literature that attest to the deity of Jesus Christ. But you say if someone disbelieves the Bible, I mean, you can't just cavalierly disbelieve the Bible. You have to have, if you are reasonable and sentient, you have some motivation for disbelieving the Bible, because the Bible is self-evidently divine as opposed to merely human in origin. And this is all the more true in the 21st century, when archaeology has revealed that even the most minute of details correspond to reality. So the Bible can be demonstrated in many different ways to be a divine document. So if that is true, then you cannot dispense with the Word of God.